Alright y'all, it's Mikey P, day 3 of the National Championship. There are only 7 boats, 14 anglers left. Going to need a huge bag to win this, but we're just out here trying to have fun, catch some fish. So stick around and see what happens. Stay down, baby. We're right to you. There we go, number 1. There we go. Just needed you to get snagged up, that's all.
Hey, that's all. I'd slow you down, man.
Whatever it takes. Alright.
Yep.
Number 1. Alright, that takes a little bit of the pressure off. Get one in the boat, makes you feel a little bit better. We'll probably make the whole loop on this, and then we'll go to my second spot. Yep. We might end up back here, depending on what happens, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get a couple out of here.
Yeah. And the guy I traveled with, he said, I would give you my fishing gear. And he said, but if the weather works out, he said, I'm going. So good luck, don't get too wet. I appreciate you, man.
I'm wearing my buddy's boots.
Oh.
I just had tennis shoes, you know.
Oh, God almighty.
Because I bought a pair and they hurt my feet so damn bad I couldn't hardly stand to wear them. So we went to like 5 different stores to try to find some. But all they had were like the tall ones.
Yeah, pretty hot.
I've got calves like you've never seen. I can't get them in those boots. So I was going to have to buy a pair of boots and cut them off.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying $50 and then wrecking them, you know.
Luckily, I forgot to bring any rain boots, and we stopped by Bass Pro in Alabama on the way up.
Yeah, that's where I needed to be, was somewhere like that. Oh, come on, fish, where you at? Get in the boat.
The wind's supposed to get up pretty good today?
I didn't think so. I didn't think it was even supposed to be blowing like it is right now.
One thing I wasn't paying attention to, I was kind of worried about how bad the rain was going to be. The only thing they told us was basically by 4 o'clock, all hell's going to break loose. They fair warned us on that. So.
My forecast said 5-mile-an-hour wind.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was going to get one on that stretch. That stretch has been pretty good to me. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's check ya.
You spoke too early.
Yeah, I think he's 13 and a half.
I think he's got it. So I was curious to see some of these guys in. He's pulled out.
Yeah, 13 and
No.
maybe 3/4.
Daggone.
Not quite enough. Thanks, bud.
But it's kind of weird. I mean, you're fishing 2 tournaments in one. That's what I didn't understand about this.
Right.
You know? Because when I got thinking, I was like, well, what if one division, all their boaters are the top?
Right.
I'm like, dude, that ain't fair.
You could finish. You could be in 2nd place in the tournament.
And you're going home.
And you're going home.
Dude, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, that's kind of sketchy, shitty, but that's the format. We're all supposed to know that coming in, so you got to do everything you can.
And now I know why I got laughing. Because how many people from your state are here?
It's me and the co-angler.
Okay, see, that's how we are in South Carolina. The Ohio guy said there's 3 boaters and 3 co-anglers are here from Ohio.
Yeah, Indiana, same thing.
So their division is stacked.
Yeah, that's.
And I got to thinking, I said,
that's my division.
What's that?
That's my division.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I had to beat all those guys.
Oh, congrats. I got thinking, I said, I know now why South Carolina only brings you a boater and a co-angler. Because the damn temperaments of them boys, they'd be damn pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to beat 11 guys.
Damn.
Most guys only had to beat 5 or 6.
It's a tournament within itself.
Right. I had to beat the right 11 guys. And that last guy that weighed in, he was the one I was most worried about.
Wow, 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 wow. See, I had no clue at all.
Yeah, Indiana always brings 3, sometimes 4. Ohio always shows out, usually with 3. Wisconsin, the rest of the states, Minnesota, Michigan, we only send 1. So there's 7. I think there's 7 states in my division.
Do they get that much participation out of those guys?
Yeah.
Wow.
They send like 120 boats to their NSF.
Oh, there he was.
Yeah.
Yep, you don't mind. He's going to big time.
No, he hit the overachiever.
Yeah.
I thought you had a good one.
I thought I did too when he started pulling and he was tugging. So I'm like, huh? Little guy. Little turd. Dang, I thought you had yourself one. I know. Looked good for a second. Boy. Yeah, he
You know, when I was down here for free practice, there was a tree sitting like right out there. The damn thing's gone. I don't know.
Really?
Like, it wasn't a big tree, but
still yet.
somebody must have snagged it and ripped it off the bottom or something, and it just must have floated away. I don't know. It's not there.
Wow.
But there was, I caught a 412 and a 310 off of it. What do you think about that one?
No, little dude, a little bit. So I got to ask, what's the story behind the pink goatee? Is it a fashion statement or has it got a meaning?
It's for my YouTube channel mostly.
Nice. So you got a little branding going on.
The whole story was like, I got a wife and 2 kids, and there's a whole lot of hair dyeing going on in the house. And they wanted me to dye my beard. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And then they're like, but you do it for your YouTube channel? And I'm like, yes.
For you? No.
So the first time I did it, I had a full beard, and I dyed it neon green.
There you go.
Because I let people vote, you know, what color should it be.
Yeah.
And my buddy, he makes drastic plastics, and his colors are black and neon green. So of course he got all his buddies to vote. So that's what won it.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good conversation starter. Like,
There you
hey,
go.
I like your beard. I'm like, hey, yeah, thanks. I did it to help draw attention to my YouTube channel. Check it out, Fishing with Mikey P. So,
That's awesome.
'cause you can't just walk around and tell people to check out your channel, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, that'll keep.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Getting better and better.
Look at that good. Oh, girl. Choked it, too. Just thinking, man, there gotta be something in this grass. Not bumper, but I know she makes it.
Oh, yeah.
About 15, probably. Yeah, almost 15. Ain't that big, but she's bigger than the ones I ain't got.
Yep.
Mr. Bubba will tell me what she weighs. I think 2 pounds, maybe. 2 pounds on the head. All right, I'll take it.
What have your weights been?
14.8 and 15.8.
Really, 8 and 8.
14.8, 15.8 for a total of 30 even.
And you know, it was 18, 21 pounds.
Little. Yeah, 18 to 20 it wouldn't be hard out here. Not from what I've seen, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of guys had 1 or 2 nice ones, and then smaller ones to fill out their limit. But if you got 5 of them nice ones, you're sitting pretty. Yesterday I had one that was almost 4, but the other 2 were Well, they were over over 3.5, but
Yeah.
the other two were just dinkies. Like, I had one that wasn't even 2 pounds. Yeah, I really thought this would be better with the fish coming in, but that water was getting colder and colder. They probably didn't move in.
Yeah, if it's dropping it, you know, that may have stopped them from coming. They may have stopped and hung out.
That was the problem. Like, I couldn't tell where they would be before they come in. Like, there's a drop out there on the channel.
Yeah.
But I never caught anything out there. I tried.
What's going on?
I thought, you know, maybe they'll pull up to that first drop, just stay there, waiting to come in. And there just ain't anything quite like that one.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them are super shallow. I got stuck in here pre-practice before off limits. But I figured out how to get in here, so that was the reason why I just kept coming down, because you can't beat time on the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's another boat there. But I know for sure there's a sandbar out here. For some reason it's deep right along them weeds. I wonder if that's the camera boat. Just kind of circling. This does not look like it's going to be fun.
That wasn't too bad.
No, it certainly wasn't as bad as day one.
Yeah, somebody,
What do you got?
somebody coming in hot behind me.
This ain't the main spot, so hopefully they don't go that way.
That ain't a camera guy, is it?
Oh, it might be. Take.
Are you in a fishing boat?
Yeah, it's the camera guy.
Thought you were going to have some competition on you.
No, I thought that was them in that bay when we left. So they chased us down.
We'll see at the end of this thing.
See, I saw you guys before I left the bay, and I'm like, I think that's the camera boat.
Yeah, we
I'm
were
like-
looking for you. We came back in there because I went with them, with the other guys, and they beat me to death.
So I figured if you were looking for me, you would have followed me. So.
Yep.
And then he said, "Oh, there's somebody coming in hot," and I'm like, "Is that the camera boat?" And he said, "Yeah, that's it." That's why I looked back, and then he waved. I'm like, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah, bud. Mind if I throw that stuff here again?
Yeah, you can do that.
Are y'all going all the way back, or are
We're
you
gonna, yeah, we're gonna fish that culvert.
Okay.
And then my next spot is just right over here, so
Okay.
we might
I'll
hide
just
over
ride.
there.
Yeah. Well, that's why he made y'all come in early.
Yeah, when I looked at the forecast, I said, I bet we're done at 1. And then when he was telling us this morning, he said, yep, 1 o'clock. And I thought, yeah, that's what I would do. And then it seemed like you wanted to say noon. And he's like, nah, never mind. Yeah, we'll get you guys back here at 1.
Yeah, he almost did say noon, and I was even more happy. And then he had to just.
And I was saying, don't
Shit.
say noon. Don't say noon.
No, I'm sure y'all were. I was thinking, oh boy, if he said noon, I could be home by like 8 o'clock tonight. That'd be great.
Yeah. So how does this work? Y'all just constantly riding around looking for the guys?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Well, it's so rough today. I was like, when we went back in there and y'all weren't there, because y'all were there when we left.
Yep.
And when we left, I was like, all right, sweet, he's right there. And so when they told me go ahead and move, I said, all right, cool, I know where to go. We went back in there and y'all weren't there. I about cried.
Then we come peeking around the corner, and you're like,
Yeah.
there he is.
I was like, oh, thank God he's there.
Yeah, I saw you guys kind of like just out in the middle there, and I thought, that's the camera crew.
Tell me about your day.
So today started in the same area I started the last 2 days, and my fish are kind of giving up on me, I think. The water temp's going down, every time it rains, it cools it down, so I think it's shutting the fishing down. For me, some of the other guys might benefit from it, but I caught 2. I got 2 in the box for maybe 6 pounds. It's been really slow.
How far behind first were you today? Starting the day.
Coming into today, I believe I was 5 1/4 behind first place. Came into the day sitting in 5th, and I don't know. Seems unsurmountable, but you never know who's going to have a bad day or who could have a good day. So you still got a chance as long as you're here on day 3.
How much weight would it take for you to feel at least a little bit comfortable that you had a fighting chance?
I feel like if I could come in with close to 20, I know it's possible. We saw it happen yesterday. A couple guys had 21. If I could get 20, I might feel like I had a chance to pull it off, but I'd need to get the other guys to stumble a little bit too. Overall, this tournament has actually been pretty good to me. Coming in, I thought it would take probably 18 pounds a day to win. Another buddy of mine thought it would take 15 to win, so I was on pace for 15, but if I don't pick up the slack here, I don't know where I'm going to end up. But as far as the tournament, it's gone well for me. I made it to the All-American, so that was my goal coming down here. All-American or bust, so we accomplished what we were here to do.
So, All-American, right around the corner. Talk about that. And Lake Hamilton, any experience there? And what's your thoughts on going to the All-American?
So this year's All-American is going to be down on Lake Hamilton in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Never been there, never even looked at it on a map. But I'm super excited to be able to have the chance to go. There is one conflict at home that we'll have to take care of. I'm supposed to take the 8th grade trip to DC with my daughter, and we're going to have a conversation about that because they leave the day after the last day of the BFL All-American. As far as going, I've been trying to get there for probably 20 years. I came close once, never made it, but I've always said if I made it, that would be like a lifelong accomplishment because that's always been on the top of the list. So yeah, I think these fish are probably coming in here to spawn, but with this water dropping out on them, it's kind of pulling them away from where they want to be, and they'd be better served out in deeper water, and I think that's what they're doing, but they're a lot harder to target out there for me, especially in this dirtier water. I like to go places where most guys don't want to, which is why I was bouncing off of stumps all practice long. Just roughing the boat up. Some of the stumps out here on this lake though, man, they hurt your feelings when you realize what you're doing to your boat. I'd hate to replace another lower unit. My insurance company would not like that. We got a bunch of current coming out of this culvert here, and in practice it was actually going into the pocket, and now the last 2 days it's been coming out of the pocket. It was a little cleaner right there yesterday. It does not look nearly as clean as it was. So in the last couple days, I don't know the inches amount, but we have gotten a ton of rain, and for me, I know it's dirtied up a lot of my spots. Some of them not as bad, but others are worse. So depending on where a person is fishing, they might have run into some trouble. But I'm guessing the guys that are here today probably survived with their spots not getting too bad, or maybe it helped them. It could help you sometimes to get a little more color to the water. So I've just popped over to this other spot. This is where I finished up yesterday. It's where I filled my bag and I called once. I think we're probably going to spend the rest of the day here since we only have about an hour and a half left. Hopefully hopefully there's still some here. So when I came down here for practice, I started with a white chatterbait and was getting bit here and there. But as I went down a bank, I thought, you know, I'm going to put a black and blue on. And it was night and day difference. Probably within 10 minutes I had 3 more bites. And then just caught a bunch of fish on black and blue. And as I tried to expand my areas, I just continued to throw it. And it seemed like the fish were biting it everywhere I went. So I've just kind of live and die by it. And so far it's pulled me through, because this is 95% of what I've been throwing this whole week. So it's getting the job done for me. So in my district, I believe they're districts or divisions, I have, I believe, 7 states, and it's actually probably one of the more crowded divisions because Indiana represents really well. Like usually they have 3 boaters, 4 boaters. Ohio, they come with 2 or 3 almost every year. And coming from Wisconsin, us in Minnesota and Michigan generally just send 1 guy. But overall, I think there was 11 people that I had to beat. So coming in, I thought, I already knew it was going to be a challenge. And I just put as much time on the water as I possibly could. And I said, it won't be because I didn't do what I had to do. And I was fortunate enough to have just enough. There was 1 guy. There was some chatter at the tanks, and everybody said the 1 guy had a big bag. So I had to sit there. He weighed in very last, and just edged him by about 9 ounces. So I was pretty jacked. I got a buddy down here who was down here cheering me on, and I think he might have been more excited for me, but it's going to take a minute for it to sink in, but I'm pretty excited.
So how much of a difference do you think it made with you coming down here and pre-fishing? Taking the time out to come down?
So like I was saying, you know, I came down here. I actually came down here, it was either January or early February. That trip was mainly just to look around and see what laid out here for me. So that answered a lot of questions. Getting the eyes on the water really helps. You can only learn so much off of Google Earth. So that helped me a ton. And then when I came back the second time, it was just before off limits. And that actually is probably the best amount of time I could ever spend on this lake. Because the 2 areas that I have are still the 2 areas that I found in before the off limits. So it was huge for me to come down here. So who knows what I would have found in the 3 official days of practice.
Well, have you at least enjoyed yourself so far?
Had a great time.
Yeah? How about you?
It just got better. Net. Thank you, sir. All right. Not a giant, but that's a good one. It's at least 2 1/4. Looks like a female. I was gonna boat flip her because she was right there. She almost jumped in the boat. 2.9. Yeah, these fish are they're heavy here. So that last fish, there's some reeds and there's some wood that's just kind of sticking up and laying down. And, that one was sitting on what looked like a stump to me. I just kind of bumped it off the stump and it took it. Most of these fish have been on wood for me. So I've been keying in on the wood for almost everywhere I go. But like I say, I only got about 2 spots. And they're relating to the wood for me. Probably should have just motored all the way down to the other end. Came back up with the wind, or against the wind.
Why is that?
going with the wind, you're fishing way too fast. You can't hit all the targets that you got in front of you, so you're just probably making bad casts, hurried casts, so that you can hit a piece of wood. We're definitely gonna, when we get down to the end here, we're gonna spin around. We're gonna come right back through here, and I can take my time and hit these targets like I need to. Right there is where the 4.5 pounder came from yesterday from my co-angler. Sit right in that grass.
All because you gave him a chatterbait?
All because I gave him the magical chatterbait. Shame on me, being way too nice. Oh, here's a short. Just a little one. Oh, why do you guys always do that? All right, goodbye. So we had a lot of shorts in here yesterday, but I'm not smart enough to know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as there's fish around, it's probably a good thing.
Well, you're sitting in 5th place, so.
Yeah, 5th place, I guess, would say that probably a good way to think about it. Yesterday I had a fish. I threw at the same stump about 6 times before he bit, which I didn't know that was a thing, but learn something every day on the water.
Have both of y'all seen Forrest Gump?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know how bad yesterday I wanted to say, congratulations, how's it feel to be an All-American?
I gotta pay.
I got to pay. I was waiting for one of y'all to be like, I gotta pay.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pay.
I must have drank about 17, 18
Dr. Peppers. Yeah.
I gotta pay.
I got to pay. Oh boy, yesterday when he was saying that, like in the Army, you run in formation, right? You stay in formation, and all of a sudden he takes off sprinting ahead of the formation. And keep in mind, like he's about to get out in the next couple weeks, you know. And they yell for him, "What are you doing?" And he turns around and just yells. He goes, "Order! I gotta find Bubba!" And just kept running. And I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, that's genius right there. That's pretty good. He ran straight to the porta-john, but, you know.
How could you be mad at that?
Yeah.
Really can't.
Even the guy leading the formation just busted out. Because what are you going to do? The guy's getting out in like 2 weeks. He doesn't.
Guys went high school with it.
Alright, we're gonna wing it around and head back through there.
I feel like that movie's just pure gold.
Right now it's 11:45, which gives us about an hour to fish. I'm thinking we're just gonna spend that last hour here, try to hit all this cover, and if I can get 2 more, that's what I'm shooting for. But if not, it is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, I already won. Big, you know, break down or something. There's only 7 other guys or 6 other boats, so we might not get back over there. There we go. Nice. That's what we're looking for. Nice net job, thank you. In the net. Bottom lip, I don't know if that's great. Got sores in these fish here. Been caught before, definitely. But I'm glad she wanted to play. That's a decent one there. 314. Nice. Right. One more. Come on, Sheldon, your turn.
I like that. What were you saying?
That one hit kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It wasn't a visible target for me, but there's a lot of wood on the bottom here, so I might have just drug it across the right piece of wood. And it was about halfway back to the boat, so we didn't have a lot of time for the net job, so good job on that. I don't even remember what I was talking about when I set that hook. I was saying something.
Doesn't matter now.
It's like blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's one.
Brother, it's been fun.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm glad I got a couple for you.
Yeah, me too.
I'll get these power poles down for you and we can get some mic on.
Okay, cool. You want me to press it or?
Actually, here, we'll spot lock down here.
Okay,
I
cool.
think we're deep enough to Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when do we know when the show's gonna air?
I don't know.
How do we know?
Somebody, you'll just have to keep an eye out on
Is it Pursuit or what?
Yeah, it will be on Pursuit.
Okay. Because my mom was asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. It'll probably be a couple months.
It will be. Yeah.
So they don't just whip these things out like a YouTube video.
No,
it's an actual production.
It takes a while to edit it. If you don't mind, I'm going to say a quick prayer before I leave.
Yes, sir.
Dear Lord, I come to you, just want to give you all thanks, honor, and praise for allowing us to be out here in your wonderful creation. Ask for a hedge of protection over these guys as they head home, and just ask that they have a good day of fellowship out here on the water. And most of all, just want to give you all the praise for everything, and thank you so much for your son, Jesus Christ, who came down and died for our sins. For that, I'm most thankful in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, boys.
Please let Mikey P fish well enough to catch number 5.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Hey, he heard you.
Watch you whoop up on them. You getting there?
We're almost there. One more.
I'm excited.
If I can catch one more that size, man, I might get close to 15 again.
You'll be on to something. But you got to think about the condition of this water. It's muddy. You got to bring that damn thing right behind to get them fighting.
Yeah, it's got to be right there, baby.
So that's the thing. That's why I ain't. Listen, I know one of my favorite tournaments I ever fished. There's no exaggeration. We caught our last 4 fish 20 minutes before we, and we went the whole entire tournament about 18, 19 minutes. Yeah, that one right there, that was a good fish.
Yeah, she had like 3 marks on her face. I might have caught her a couple weeks ago.
Dude, I'm excited. I hope you do well. God, I hope you do well.
I mean, what I got right now, I'm happy with that. But not as happy as I'd be with number 5.
Well, she's sitting here somewhere. She's waiting on you.
Gotta get in front of the fish.
Around heavy equipment for a living.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We got a boat coming back. What we got? Shit, too late. Number 5 in the boat. Bam!
I'm so excited for you, dude.
Yes! Number 5. I just got chills. I'll just let us drift if you gotta go that way. Oh, baby. It's not as big as the ones from the last 2 days, but it's 5.
That's 5.
That's 5. Well, I might be close to 14. Man.
Dude.
Baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, where you at?
Right
That's got to be bottom. That's not a fish.
Oh, dude, you gave me a heart attack. I was like,
I gave myself a heart attack.
holy crap, like this is a tank.
Well, it was moving. I'm like, oh.
You yelled at the cameraman, come back, come back. You left way too early.
Oh, God. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. What were you saying?
I'm talking about, what did you do, like heavy equipment operation?
Oh, it's time.
Yeah. Nice knocked out. I come up pretty quick.
Just in time to run back in it. So that's good. All right, last cast.
All right.
That's it. Hey, give it. I'm gonna take a leak actually, so you might have a couple more casts. You want them?
We'll run it down there at the time. What's crazy? We ain't heard the first boat go by us, have we?
One guy I saw.
Well,
5 more minutes.
5 more?
5 minutes.
All right.
That's it. 5 minutes. It looks like it's way calmer now than it was before. So.
Oh yeah.
Should just be a straight shot.
We let her eat.
10 minutes we should be back. 5 minutes or when I see the first boat coming.
Yeah. I must say, it's a crew of them coming down. Which is your
They
sign.
gotta be rolling this way by now.
Yeah, you would think.
I just saw that the one guy. I assume it was one of our bass guys. Might have been the other camera boat. I don't know.
Oh, there's more than one?
Yeah, there's 2 guys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. Sure do.
Yeah.
No.
Set a goal and do it.
Oh no.
Come on now.
That was definitely a fish.
Come on.
No idea how big it was. It tore ass out of there. Did you see my line go screaming to the left?
That's why I looked. I caught a glimpse of it before it popped out. Yeah, that's what we got back home.
All right, there's the first boat. Let's pack her up.
Yep. There's a sign.
Just missed biggest fish of the whole tournament.
No.
No, there's no way to tell it. None of the other ones did that. Well, I had one that did it, but everything else just kind of
That's probably some little shit.
on there, you know.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited to see how you do.
Me too.
Because there ain't no telling what kind of conditions they had up there. You know, they may have got their ass handed to them going up there.
Watch, everybody's got 18 to 20 pounds. Well, you'll be all right, because the worst I can do is 7.
Yeah. That's why.
See if hopefully we don't hit nothing on the way out of here. All right, here we go. Thank you. Oh boy.
All right, we're moving along here. Right now, leaderboard stands. Brandon Morton is leading from Arizona, the overall tournament. Lauren Court is in second. Next up, Mike P from Montello, Wisconsin. River County Bassmasters up there. Mike has 5 big swings today. He come in today with 30 pounds even. 30 even. He needs 9 pounds and 9 ounces. He does have a limit, and it's going to be enough. 14 pounds and 3 ounces. 14.3. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. That's about what almost said I had on the scale. So,
All right, anything you want to watch, tell folks back home?
just again, say hi to my wife and kids. Thank you for putting up with me doing all this time. And a huge shout out to Scott and Lacey at Graphic Plastics. They do a bunch of great things. Everything I really did.
Good job. Hold your fish up, let the folks back home see them. They want to see those fish too. Try to give you a hand, and we'll get you over here in the hot seat and see what happens.
All right, y'all, that's going to be a wrap for this one. We weighed in order. I was in the lead for about 2 people. I moved up 1 spot, so I went from 5th place to 4th place. I ended up with 14 pounds 3 ounces. So over the course of 3 days, I ended up with 44 pounds and 3 ounces. So pretty happy about that. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I certainly enjoyed doing it. And now we're on to the All-American. That will be at the end of May. So hopefully I can get down there, and it's just down the road here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Unfortunately, I don't have more time this trip. Otherwise, it'd be nice to just go 2 more hours and go look at the lake. But I have obligations at home that I need to get to, and you all know how that goes. Huge shout out to my buddy Paul, who was down here, my pit crew. He fixed my dash for me. He even went to the hardware store and got all the gear. So big shout out to Paul. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Also, and he's standing right here. But also thank you to Scott and Lacey for making me some great baits. Came down here with the baits and I caught every fish that I weighed in on their stuff. Also, Lacey made my t-shirts. Maybe you saw on day one I was wearing my t-shirt. In the future here we're going to give some of them away, and we'll do something special for you guys, considering I made the All-American and completed the mission. Did not win, but that would have been high hopes. But I did do what I came out here to do, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. So appreciate you guys. If you would, hit the like and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, I will catch you later. Right, Paul?